Hello and welcome to Mission Alive. Recently I've been talking about surprises. A God who surprises us, Jesus, a man who surprises other people. Now I'd like to talk about somebody who surprised Jesus. I often think this is a time when Jesus would have laughed. We can think of times when Jesus cried over Jerusalem, when we can think of times when Jesus was angry and chased the people out of the temple. We can think of Jesus feeling many things, but there's not often we can think of Jesus laughing. And we should think of Jesus as laughing. Jesus was happy. Jesus knew God was a God of surprises, and so he laughed because he noticed the little things around him that were surprises. When little children came to him, Jesus laughed and welcomed them. They wouldn't have come if he'd had a strong, stern face. They came to him. They sat on his lap. They pulled his hair. They played with him. Jesus was a man of surprises for children. Jesus was a man of surprise for women. And so I'd like to talk about a woman who really gave Jesus a surprise and caused him, I think, to laugh. Jesus was tired and weary from arguing, from quarreling with Pharisees and scribes and leaders in their church, in their temple. And so he left Jerusalem, he left Israel even, right up to the north he went to Tyre and Sidon, a pagan country, a pagan land just outside the borders of Jerusalem, just outside the borders of Israel. Jerusalem was much further to the south. This was way up north in Israel. So Jesus stepped over the border where nobody would know him, where he could sit and have a rest and be quiet and maybe even no surprises. Life would be just very easy for a while. His disciples and he could sit. They could still fish. The river, flowing into the Lake of Galilee, started up there, so if they wanted to, they could fish. They could get food from the fields. That'd be okay. So Jesus went into Tyre and Sidon. But somebody did know he was there. A woman who had a small girl who was really, really ill. She said, troubled by a devil. It was as though there was a devil in her. She took fits. She threw herself down on the ground. She hurt herself. She screamed. This mother wanted her little girl to be normal, to be able to hold her so she could show her love. So when she heard that this fellow from Israel had come, this man that they said was the son of David, this man who they said could cure people, she ran after him and called out to him, "Son of David, have pity on me. Please heal my little girl, sir. Please, she's only a small girl. Please help her. Nobody here can help her. Maybe you have come here to help her. Please help her." Jesus took no notice of her and went into a house. She followed him right into the house and sat at his feet. Like a little dog sits at the feet of its master, she sat there. "Please, sir, please hear me, help me." And Jesus looked down to her and said, "It's not good to take the food from the master's table and give it to the dogs." That's what the Jewish people called foreigners, foreign dogs. And that was part of the language of the time, so Jesus used it. It's not good to take what God sent me to give to the Jewish people, to give to foreigners, to give to the dogs. And the woman said, "Ah, yes, sir. But the dogs can eat the crumbs that fall from the table. When they brush the table, when they're eating and crumbs fall to the ground, the little dogs are quick to pick up the crumbs. They can have the crumbs that fall from the master's table. Please give me some." I'm sure Jesus put his head back and really laughed. "Oh, woman, 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 your faith is so strong. Go home, and what you want will be given you." And she went home. She found her little girl asleep on the bed. She must have come back and told the apostles that. And then Matthew put it into his gospel. he told the story of the woman who surprised Jesus. Jesus was a man of surprises. Jesus was the man who could be surprised. Look for surprises in your life, but also remember to give surprises to others. Goodbye for now.